Well, hello friends and welcome to another episode of Bollywood This Week. Friends, the movie which we're going to review today is none other than Fahadh Faasil's Malayalam movie Thondimuthalum, Driksakshiyum. Well, after the super duper hit pair of Dileep and Fahadh Faasil from the movie Maheshante, now they come back with this movie, epic movie friends. Seriously speaking, I had to travel literally 38 kilometers to watch this movie since I'm not in Bangalore, I'm in Mumbai, but every inch, every kilometer I traveled for this movie was worth its money. And seriously speaking, I came out very satisfied with this movie. And after a month of not watching Malayalam movies because they were not releasing in Bangalore, the first movie which I saw after CIA Comrade in America, this Fahadh Faasil movie left me surprised. And remember friends, when I had given the review of Kamatti Padam and I had told you that Suraj Venjara Mudu will one day play a pivotal role in a movie which will leave a mark on celluloid. This is the movie friends. I had repeated the statement as well as in Action Hero Biju as well as in AB which released this year that this guy Suraj Venjara Mudu will play an epic role someday. This is the movie. Seriously speaking, director Dileep Potham has given him the role of his lifetime, and the script, the writing department by Sajeev Pazur, the film revolving around just a single gold chain and how a robber, a thief, robs it so beautifully and fantastically from the debutant. Yes friends, let me clarify this to you very early in this review that the heroine of this movie is a debutant. Her name is Nimisha Sajjayan. Beautiful, not a chalk powder on the face, not a lipstick, not an kajal in the eye, and she has left a very impressive impression on screen in her first movie itself. And just a simple robbery of chain and how she catches Fahadh Faasil, who according to me has given the best entry a hero in Malayalam cinema or any cinema could give. Seriously speaking friends, and all captured on the magical lens of the director of the movie Kamatti Padam, Rajiv Ravi. His camera work is like textbook for budding cinematographers and cameramen as we call. The long shots, the scene is going to take place in a police station, but how this man Rajiv Ravi takes his camera from the water filling station, showing the school to the ground to the buckets and panning straight to the police station, and how the sun is glazing the beautiful brown cornea of Fahadh Faasil's beautiful sleepy droopy eyes, and he comes very smartly and takes a golden chain from Nimisha Sajjayan. Is a treat to watch friends. And seriously, after the hustle bustle of life, when you go and sit in a Malayalam movie cinema, your wishes are replenished, and when you come out you are a changed man in a perspective, because the quality of cinema these people show, you can praise them praise them all night. And I was really dying to come back home after such a long journey to give this review of the movie. So without not wasting much time, I'm going to start the review of the movie Thondimuthalum, Driksakshiyum. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, it's a very big title. The film has been directed by Dileep Potham. I was a big fan of the pair of Fahadh Faasil and the Dileep. In the first movie it was epic, it was all juicy and very gory and action like of a movie. But this one is a movie which is very simple and straightforward. The script is the king in this movie by Sajeev Pazur, seriously speaking. But the production house of Urvasi is the production house of this movie. Fantastic production values. I mean, literally there's a police station, there is a hill, and seriously speaking friends, when the male protagonist of your movie Fahadh Faasil is going to a hill to take a dunk, what do you call it, to shit, to do number 2 behind the trees, and he's sitting and shitting, literally speaking. I mean, what a talent Malayalam cinema is. I mean, I don't think anyone in Bollywood, even in Telugu industry or Tamil, can show the male protagonist literally sitting and doing his morning activity. And what a scene. Seriously speaking, as he is shitting behind the trees, suddenly this man, when you're enjoying your popcorn and coke, no one would imagine that he would run up and pass the barricades and run away. Seriously, that chase sequence and the cinematography, the drones, yes friends, drone shots have been used by Rajiv Ravi, and solar fields are shown so fantastically in the movie. There is this whole garden where solar fields have been kept arranged like this, and the run between them, fantastic. And the chase sequence, after which the fight follows between Suraj Venjaramudu and Fahadh Faasil, is epic. This movie reminded me of Jackie Shroff and Sanjay Dutt's Khalnayak in a very, very big way, and the character which Fahadh Faasil plays in this movie, I think we can say he's done it better than Nawazuddin Siddiqui, who had done the similar character in Badlapur and Raman Raghav. I'm not telling he's doing the same character, but seeing Fahadh Faasil change like a chameleon, seriously, there is one scene he's wearing all his clothes, he's not had bath for 6-7 days, and how he enters and tells Chechi, Chechi, and no one comes out, and how he sees 2 drums of water and has bath. That scene is fantastic. So friends, the cinematographer is Rajiv Ravi, who's obviously directed Kamati Padam. The music has been given by Bijibal. I have praised Bijibal a lot this year, especially his music in Muntri Valigal Tharil Kombol was fantastic, friends, as well as in AB. But here the songs are very subtle. There is a song going on in the field, 2 singers are singing that song, and Fahadh Faasil and Suraj Venjaramudu are sitting in the jail and looking at that song, and how Fahadh Faasil stretches his legs, and Suraj Venjaramudu, just because he wants his wife's chain, gets that kick. Excellent song, very nicely played. It's 2 hours 14 minutes. You won't come to know when the interval comes and when the film ends. It is not at all lagging. Malayalam movie audiences will love this movie, and as Takeoff and Angamali Diaries took off outside India, I challenge you friends, this movie will be a blockbuster outside Kerala also. Trust me. The film stars Fahadh Faasil, who plays Prasad. Suraj Venjaramudu also plays Prasad, but Fahadh Faasil is not the real Prasad. When he gets arrested, police asks him, what is your name? So he makes up a name and tells Prasad. Suraj Venjaramudu is the real Prasad, and we have Nimisha Sajayan, who plays the main heroine in this movie. But for me, the Anthony Hopkins, I'm not taking a very big name, but this man reminded me of Anthony Hopkins in a very big name. Very big way. Seriously speaking, friends, I know many of you will laugh at me, but seriously speaking, Alan Shirley Lopez, looking at his mannerism and the way he played, the corrupt as well as a good cop, with mustache, compared to as a, what you call shoe brush by a grocery store guy, is fantastic. I mean, the layers he brought into his characters, the scene, there's a scene in the movie, I felt like this is the scene, man. I mean, Rajiv Ravi panning into the, stove, the gas stove, and the wife of, Alan Shirley Lopez is making papad, and he's sitting without clothes, the fan is on, he's eating curd rice with the papad. That scene left a mark on me in the movie. Fantastic cinematography in this scene. This year, he had done a fantastic job in Comrade in America. If you have not seen, also in Biju Menon's Raksha Adhikari, Baiju Oppo, very nice actor, seriously speaking. So friends, what is the story all about of the film Thondimuthalum Driksakshiyum? Very big name, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing wrong. But when the story starts, when the story starts in the morning, when our hero Suraj Venjaramudu is standing in the medical stop, and the heroine comes in and takes a pregnancy strip, which you check if you're pregnant or not, and that's when he gets doubt that she is not married. How that she can come and take the pregnancy strip? When he gets a doubt and he complains to his friend goes and complains to the father of the heroine Nimisha Sajayan that your daughter had come for the pregnancy strip. Confusion takes place, very nice scene, and you come to know, okay, that strip is not for the heroine, the strip is for the heroine's sister. Very nice scene, but that is the place, the place is called as Wycombe Jetty. Very nicely shown in the movie how they meet in the jetty. Angry, Nimisha Sajayan goes and confronts, Suraj Venjaramudu. Okay, what do you think of yourself? Phew, you're an idiot, an ass. But then they start falling in love with each other. But in the house of Suraj Venjaramudu, how he sleeps. I'll tell you friends, there's an ironing table, in the house of Suraj Venjaramudu. He sleeps on that. The morning he gets up, the mother, gives him chaya, and after having chaya, she uses that bed as a ironing cord. Very nice scene, Sundar Venjaramudu and the kid who brushes in the morning. Their scenes are very nice in the movie. So friends, the story moves forward, and the scene comes where Fahadh Faasil is in the bus, the same bus, our heroine Nimisha Sajayan as well as Suraj Venjaramudu are sitting far from each other. They want to sell that gold chain. As far as the gold chain contest, they want to sell it and use it for further use, as they want to elope. the parents would not agree for the marriage. So friends, what happens is that Fahadh Faasil sitting behind fantastically takes a cutter and cuts that chain and removes it. But as soon as the heroine moves behind, he takes it and like it's gone. He eats that chain. Literally, the bus erupts. They slap Fahadh Faasil. Fantastic scene. That scene reminded me of Nawazuddin Siddiqui from Raman Raghav. If you have not seen that, you should see that. Very resembling look, but Fahadh Faasil performed fantastically. So when the story moves forward and they go to the station, there the scenes are absolutely hilarious. You can say from a comical approach, the film moves on to black, dark comedy. Fahadh Faasil is asked, "Who are you?" He says, "I'm making a paratha maker." They tell your hands are not as small as a paratha maker, and all these things go on. He doesn't have an ID card. That's when the SI, a senior inspector of the station, comes and hits him on his balls. Yes, on the private part, he falls down. Fantastic scene, friends. And what happens is that now no one has seen the robbery case and no one knows what happened. Only the girl is a sakshi, so the case cannot be filed. And now they make an FIR and leave. But what happens is that after that scene, how Suraj Venjaramudu and heroine goes and eats biryani and they're very sad and they go home. Very nicely seen, but early morning they come to know, the parents of Nimisha Sajai, and that her daughter is actually in an affair with the guy, our hero Suraj Venjaramudu. That scene, the mother catches the hair of the heroine and bangs her in the bathroom. The father comes and hits her. Fantastic scene, friends. Literally speaking, that scene is the highlight of the movie. But next day, against the parent wishes, they go and get married. Yes, both the couples get married, and now the epic scene takes place, friends. Yes, friends, what happens now is that Fahadh Faasil, they get scared that Fahadh Faasil will go and shit somewhere and that chain may come out. So Suraj Venjaramudu goes and stays in the night in the police station with Fahadh Faasil, and how both are standing together and they are urinating, and how Fahadh Faasil does this, I'm running away. Fantastic scene. Literally speaking, the fear in the heart of Suraj Venjaramudu and Nimisha Sajai and their chain will go somewhere is epic. But the morning, the scene where the first time he goes to do number 2, that is potty shit, whatever you call your name in your language, when he goes to take a shit, Fahadh Faasil, and the scene where he tells, "I want a cigarette. Without the cigarette, I do not get a kick to do number 2." Epic. He's smoking. The police is putting a fire for him. Fantastic scene, and how he sits and he's doing number 2 behind the tree is epic. Seriously speaking, but nothing comes out that time, and police take him for an X-ray. Yes, friends, police take him for an X-ray. X-ray has been taken, and now epic scene. I mean, Prasad is there. The Prasad, Suraj Venjaramudu, Fahadh Faasil, the heroine, Alencia Lopez, and 2 constables all are eating biryani, kebab, and and all that stuff. And the bill has been paid by poor Suraj Venjaramudu. Epic scene, how he sees who's going to pay the bill, no one pays. But then comes the X-ray report, and this chain is found in the X-ray. Fahadh Faasil laughs in the interval. After interval, he gets epically bashed. Police get angry on him, get idiot, you had the chain, you did not tell. But friends, what happens is that now the police try to compromise with the couple, take the case back and all that stuff. What is the mystery? I won't reveal. But Suraj Venjaramudu tells the wife, "You should take the case back." She tells, "His chain is very dear to me, I won't take it back." But friends, the next scene, when he's arrested, Fahadh Faasil, and he's told to remove his shirt and photographs are taken of him. Epic. How they tease him, where he's come from and all that stuff. This shows how policemen make fun of the inmates, when they have a ball and a gala time. Very nice scene. But the scene, the next morning, Fahadh Faasil goes to do number 2 and shit. That scene is the killer scene of the movie. Fahadh Faasil shitting, runs away. The chase sequence, fantastically. The whole police station runs behind Fahadh Faasil. Can you believe this, friends? Epic, everyone. I mean, Alencia Lopez cannot run also, but Suraj Venjaramudu, how he runs behind is epic. But the highlight scene, this is very comedy, very comic. There's a football, practice session going on in the ground nearby. The football team runs behind Fahadh Faasil. The coach is behind Fahadh Faasil. Fahadh Faasil is running and he moves and bashes the coach. The coach gets scared and he's like, come. He takes his kids and goes back. And police is like, "Arey, please help us." And no one is helping them. Epic scene. I mean, how a normal routine scene turns out to be a fantastic comedy scene. Learn from Malayalam filmmakers. Fantastic. But after that, in the lake, how the fight takes place. No fancy punches. No fancy blows. How Suraj Venjaramudu and Fahadh Faasil fight it out in the lake is an epic scene. But friends, what happens next? Does he get the chain back through Venjaramudu? What happened in the police station? Does Nimisha Sajan forgive Fahadh Faasil? What is Fahadh Faasil's backstory? For that, you have to see a thrilling climax of the movie. Thondimuthalum, Driksakshiyum, fantastic. Seriously speaking, I mean, the struggle, Fahadh Faasil makes when he's tortured by Alan Shirley Lopez. His fingers are pressed in the, between the pencils. Class. I won't be surprised if Fahadh gets a national award or a state award for this movie. Obviously, there is Takeoff this year, who is the front contender for a state award this year. But Fahadh Faasil's role in this movie will be etched in people's memory, because this guy has gone out of the way, friends, and performed this movie. Is fantastic, but you cannot take the merit away from Suraj Venjaramudu. Despite being a comedian in many movies, he's become a very serious character in the movie. The actress, Nimisha Sajan, is fantastic. Alan Shirley Lopez, I can praise him all day. Very nice and controlled performance, especially with the long mustaches. Director Dilesh, fantastic. Music by Bijibal is melodious. All in all, this movie, Thondimuthalum, Driksakshiyum, is a must-watch, friends. Seriously, not a loophole. I could not find any loophole. This is a slow, steady, fantastic movie. I give this movie all gold. 5 on 5. Seriously speaking, 5 stars. It's a must-watch, friends. So, friends, if you like this review, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I come every week with reviews of Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, English movie reviews in Hindi, or every Friday. So this is me, Amin Ansari, signing off. If you like this review, please subscribe and share this review, friends. As I always say, stay cool, man.